Top-down learner. This is a sixth video on Java tutorials for beginner. In this video, we will be doing is data types in Java. Okay, guys, we will be seeing different data types in Java, which you have studied earlier also in C, C++. If you are doing this language as the first language, so you will be new to it. Now we are having its data type, two type of data type. You already know like what is data type, defining type to the variable, type to the variable. You already know like suppose I'm writing int n equals to 5. This is data type, this is variable, and this is value to that variable. Okay, now we are having a two type of data type. We will discussing primitive and non-primitive. Now we are having first is primitive data type. A primitive data type specifies the size. Now let us discuss this part first. Like we are having a variable, suppose we are having a variable like boolean, or like suppose take an example of int. Suppose int is having like 1000 minus 1000 to 1000. It can store only values in between minus 1000 to 1000 only. Like suppose if I write I equals to 1001, it will not store this value because its capacity is still 1000. It will give an error. So that's why it is saying like specify the size. Okay, this thing line means like specify the size. Type of the variable values like int. Suppose we are having an int variable and I am defining type float. Like if I equals to 0.4, which is actually is a float or a double type. So it is also specifying the type. It will also show an error, and it has no additional method. It has no additional method. It is having like assigning values only. Now let us discuss different primitive data type. We are having a boolean, byte, char, short, int, long, float, and double. Okay, we are discussing the size of this now, like how much size each is having. So first we are having is byte. Byte is having only one byte, which is like description is size is 1 byte and description minus 128 to 127 it can store. And then we are having a short. In short, you are seeing like it is having a size of 2 bytes and minus 32 768 to 32767. It can store values still there. And then we are having a int. Int is a 4 byte. Like in architecture, in like C architecture, if you are having a 32-bit so compiler or like 64-bit compiler, like int size varies in that. Like int is 2 byte in 32-bit and 4 byte in 64-bit, but this is not like it is not in case of Java. It is having a fixed size which is of 4 bytes. It will not change, so you have to no worries. Like C is having like different sizes, so you have no worries. Now it is a fixed size which is of 4 bytes and it is range is this. Now we are having a long is having like 8 byte of size, and this is the range of the long. Okay, then we are having a float is having a 4 bytes 6 to 7 decimal digits. Now earlier in any programming languages you are defining like float. Like suppose talk about C because most of you have studied C. Like suppose I am defining float num equals to 0.99 and it is of float type. But in case of Java you have to write like float num equals to 0.99f, because if you are not writing this f, it will consider it as a double type and it will show an error, cannot convert float into double without any conversion. We will discussing the typecasting also, type conversion or typecasting also in further slides. Now you are seeing here like in float it is compulsory to write f to show that it is a float type, not of double type. If you are not writing f, it will take it as a double. Okay, then we are having a double which is of 8 bytes up to 15 decimal digits. It is having 5 to 7, 6 to 7, it is having a 15 decimal digits. Then we are having a boolean 1 byte, true or false, you are aware of that. Then we are having a char 2 bytes, then stores a single character. In C we are having char for like 1 byte, and in Java we are having a 2 byte. Okay, let us see the not primitive. In non-primitive type are also called the reference type because they refer to an object. Okay, they refer to an object. Like we have to discuss like first point we have discussed in the primitive data type like about size. And this size vary because you know already like int is having a fixed size. You don't know about array. Suppose I'm defining an array in C language or any language. So I write array of like size. It is not having a fixed size. Suppose I'm taking the size from input from the user. User write like 1000. So its size become 1000. Suppose I'm writing 10. Its size become 10. This size is varying in this non-primitive data type. Then called reference types because they refer to an object. Okay, they refer to an object, and we are having a string, and then we have a class and etc. And etc. Like you can take interface and all also. Okay, we are discussing in further video what is class and string about strings, so you will get to know more about these. Now we are going to discuss about the conversion, like typecasting. We are having a two type of typecasting, winding and an end. First we are going to discuss about the winding casting, and it is like automatically, it happens automatically because let me show you an example. Suppose you are having a jar which is capacity is 2 liter, and you're having another jar which capacity is of 5 liter. Suppose this jar is filled and you are pouring this water here, so it will definitely not leak because it is a 5 liter and it will having a more capacity like 3 liter more even. Okay, in this same case, like converting a smaller type to the larger type, we are converting a smaller into a larger, so it is happen automatically because it can store the value. Suppose int is having like 1000 to minus 1000 to 1000, and long is having minus 1 lakh to 1 lakh. Okay, so when I am taking the long value into int, it is not like converting automatically because the capacity is different. Int is having the less capacity than long. When I'm converting int into the long, it will convert automatically because the capacity, it can get into the long. Okay, that's why it is converting automatically done. Now let us see about the manually, which is like narrow casting, because that float, we have discussed about that float cannot store into it. If I'm converting this float into this, like I have to convert it like int I equals to then int, and suppose I am having a variable L which is of long type, I have to convert it like manually. I have to write that convert this into int. It is like forcefully, it is automatically, and that one is forcefully. Okay, converting a larger type to the smaller type, double to float, long, int, char, short, and bytes. Okay, now let us see one example on Eclipse so that you will be more clear about this. Okay, first we are seeing this like float f equals to, suppose I'm not writing f at here, so it will give an error. Now let us see the error. If you can see, the error is like type mismatch. Like let me run this program, then you will get error. Proceed. Like you can see error at here, cannot convert double to float. I told you like it, if you are not writing f, then it will take it as a double. So if I'm writing f, this error will go, and when I'm running this program, it will run successfully because it's a float type. Okay, now we are having an int here, I'm displaying int type, then we are having a char, I'm converting that int into the char. So what I have to do, which type of typecasting I have to do here? Narrow. Okay, I'm doing narrow typecasting here and widening here. Okay, because this is happening like forcefully, you can say forcefully, because I'm writing the type and then I'm converting, and then this is happening like automatically. Okay, this is happening this is happening like manually, like it is happening automatically int j equals to 2. Okay, so then we are having like we are printing these values, and you can see the values are printing at here. Okay, if you're not knowing like how to open Eclipse and how to make a new project in Eclipse, I have made a video of installing and downloading and installing of Eclipse. In that I have told you like how to make a new class in Eclipse. Okay guys, see that video, the second video, so you will be more aware of that. This is a class name we have discussed in the Hello World program, which the project you are making, remember that the class name and the project name should be same. If I'm not doing like class name and the project name is not same, so it will show an error, or it will like directly change name here also. Okay, remember the class name and the project name should be same which you are making in this. Okay guys, in next videos we will be discussing about like control statements and some operator in Java. In control statement we will be discussing about if else and for loop. Okay, then thank you for watching this video. Can you do hit the subscribe button and kindly like this video if